Dear people, watching and listening, Assalamu alaikum. Kindly like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please support my channel by contributing to my Patreon account so that I can continue making the audiobook series. Tipu Sultan, who was the ruler of the kingdom of Mysore in South India, during his reign used to write down his dreams. They were penned down by Tipu himself in Persian language, dating from 1785 to 1798. The penned down dreams are 37 in total. After the fall of Seringapatam in 1799, the manuscript was discovered by Lieutenant Colonel William Kirkpatrick after a thorough search of his bedchamber during the ransack of Tipu's palace. The manuscript was so well hidden that even Tipu Sultan's confidant Munshihabibullah had never seen it before. The letters have been translated into English by Dr. Mahmood Hussain, former Minister of Education and Professor of History in the University of Karachi, Pakistan. Dream 1. 3 Officers of the Marhatta Army. On the first of the lunar month Ahmadi, on Thursday night in the beginning of the year Dulb 1200 Hijri, when 3/4 and 5 watches of the night were over, while at Shamsabad, I had a dream. It appeared to me as if the Marhatta army had arrived, and I was throwing out a challenge to its commander to come forward and fight singly. A Muslim officer of the army accepted the challenge. In the battlefield, while both the armies were facing each other, I killed the Muslim officer with one single strike of the sword. Thereupon, the commander of the army, who was a youth, fled. I pursued and overtook him, and in one stroke I finished him. Similarly, I killed a third officer of importance. Having thus killed 3 officers with one strike each, I came back to my men triumphant and victorious. Then I saw in the dream all my officers and Haider Sahib taking their meals in a house. I was tired and was asking for drinking water. Those present, after paying compliments, requested me to drink water after taking food. In the meanwhile, a venerable old man wearing a white beard and with cream and sweets in his hands appeared and asked me to partake of them. I took these things from him, and after eating them I said to myself, I have never before taken such savory and tasteful food. It is simply delicious. Then, after performing ablution, I inquired from my officers whether they had destroyed the army of the unbelievers. The officers of the Haidari army replied that they had not, and that they had taken no initiative in the matter and had been awaiting orders. Meanwhile, they said, the army of the unbelievers together with the booty was stationed in the villages. Having alerted my army, I at once started for the place, took away the sword from my attendant, and tied it to my waist. I told Sayyid Junaid, Sayyid Ghaffar, and other officers to be ready with their men for war, and that is all. Sayyid Ghaffar, formerly belonging to the army of the Nawab of Arcot, was a confidant of Tipu Sultan, a very brave and loyal person and an officer of his army since 1782. He died fighting at Seringapatam in the last Anglo-Mysore war, in which Tipu Sultan himself was killed. End of Dream 1.